Good morning, Westchester. I'm Taylor Fowler.
I'm Haley Wood.
And I'm Madeline Jekyll.
And these are your announcements for Friday, October 12th, 2018.
Lunch today will be personal pan cheese or pepperoni pizza, steamed carrots or seasoned corn, pineapple or 100% fruit juice, jello, and milk.
Celebrating birthday today are Madison Cruz, Karis Dawson, and Mrs. Melton. Happy birthday to you.
Celebrating a birthday this weekend will be Kathleen Coleman and former President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Happy birthday to both of you.
Don't forget to bring in box tops for the October contest. Put them in a baggie with your name and homeroom on them for a chance to win Dum Dum Sucker t-shirt. And don't forget about the Whisk Glow Run coming up next Friday. Come out to see the bird sanctuary in the dark. That's where it's scary. Birds are out there. Woohoo!
Mix It Up Day is coming to Whisk. Everyone will get to participate. All you need to know is your birthday month for now, and get excited for a different kind of lunch day. There will be more information to come.
For today's weather, here is Natalie Nimbus.
Natalie Nimbus with the weekend weather report. Do you remember where you put your fall jacket? If not, you better start looking for it. Today will only be 46 degrees and partly cloudy. Saturday and Sunday will also be cold with highs of 54 and 53. Sounds like a perfect weekend for a campfire and s'mores. Here's Mr. Doolin with a special guest.
Hey, it's Mr. Doolin here with a special guest. If you don't know who this man is, good for you. That means you probably haven't been in his office, so that's great. Good job behaving this year. It is Mr. Longacre, our school principal, and he's here for a very special reason. This is Bullying Prevention Month, and so he's got some information about bullying, so I'm going to interview him about bullying. So, Mr. Longacre, first question I have for you is, what is bullying?
Well, first of all, Mr. Dillon, I just want to say thank you for having me on your show. It's something I look forward to every week on Friday morning. So thanks again. But to define bullying, I'm not going to give you the legal definition. I'm going to keep it very simple. Bullying is an act that is mean. Okay, it's on purpose and it's repeated. And I want to emphasize that it is repeated. It happens more than one time. That behavior.
Okay, so now what would I do if I were being bullied? I'm not saying that I'm being bullied. This is totally not telling yet. If I'm being bullied, what should I do?
Well, there's a couple strategies you can employ, Mr. Doolin. I mean, first of all, you can ignore the behavior. You know, if that doesn't work, you have every right as a student to tell that person to stop. Okay, look that person in the eyes, tell them to stop, knock it off. But if that doesn't seem to curb the behavior and help the situation, then you need to report it. And there's many different ways that you can report bullying. First of all, you could report it to a trusted staff member here, any staff member. You can report it to a family member at home. There's an anonymous tip line on our website. You can certainly email a teacher. You can email Mrs. Hurst, Mr. Marshall, or myself. And then also, speaking of Mrs. Hurst, she does have a counselor corner, if you will, a little table outside of Gym A where she has a box where you can write her a note. That can be anonymous as well if you have a concern or if somebody is bullying you, picking on you. It's just something that we don't tolerate here at Westchester Intermediate School and throughout our corporation.
If I see someone else being bullied, what should I do?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Mr. Doolin, because to me, as a school, we have over 500 students here, and it is the bystander. It is the person, the student that may observe some bullying that needs, quite frankly, to step up. Okay, and if you see something, say something. Say something to a teacher and one of our instructional aides, a recess aide, myself, Mr. Marshall, whomever it may be. Maybe it's getting on that anonymous tip line on our website. Maybe it's leaving Mrs. Hurst a note. That is something that I expect from you. I really do. I expect you to stand up for kids that maybe can't stand up for themselves. That is going to make the biggest difference in stopping bullying throughout our district, is the students that observe it.
Okay, good. That's great. We got some great information on bullying. We now know what bullying is and what to do if we are being bullied. I do have one final question.
Yes.
Notre Dame does have a game this weekend against Pitt.
Yes.
You want to make a prediction on that game?
Well, thank you, Mr. Doolin. Yes, I will make a prediction. As all of you know, those of you, especially those of you that follow the Irish, we made a change in quarterback a few weeks ago where we're now starting Ian Book. Ian started against his first game against Wake Forest, where we put up 58 points. Then he beat Stanford, putting up 38 points. And then recently, Virginia Tech, where Notre Dame scored 45 points. So that's a lot of points, Mr. Doolin. So with that, as you know, you follow football. When the offense is running like that on all four cylinders, the defense can be much more aggressive with much more blitz packages. So I predict Notre Dame 48, Pittsburgh 12.
Wow, that's a pretty bold prediction. Looks like Ball State has been their toughest opponent this year.
Well, you know what? I do want to say to Coach Kelly, he might be watching your show. Coach, and if you don't know who Coach Kelly is, he's head coach of Notre Dame. Coach, you can always call me, 983-3710. That's a school number. They'll radio me from the office, and if you want any advice moving forward, Coach.
Okay, don't wait for that call. All right, and now I've got a special guest here. DJ's here with me, and he's got the jokes of the week. DJ, are you ready to read the jokes of the week? Yes. First one is, the winner is by Lucas Jones in Mrs. Flash's homeroom.
What is
The
skeleton's favorite instrument? A trombone.
A trombone. Get it? It's a trombone. All right, there's a pun. And the next one is Lily Seebeck from Mrs. Darnell's homeroom.
Who cleans the sea?
Who?
The mermaid.
The mermaid. Get it? Mermaid. Both of you have won a prize, so make sure you come down and get those prizes. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Hey, we got an e-learning day again next week. Looking forward to that. Have a great weekend, everybody.
We now ask that you stand for the pledge. If you're in the hall, face the nearest flag or face east.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
That brings us to the end of today's AMA 15. You'll be hearing from Phoenix Bridegroom and Jane Maddox on Monday. Until then, enjoy your weekend.